Hello. Yeah, we back. I hope we back. I hope I'm back, and I hope that you can, the stream is healthy. Thank you. So for those who don't know me, I'm Miano. So guys, as I was saying, this is a new beginning. You can see this is a new horizon. We're going to a new horizon. And the reason is I feel like I've been caged in somewhere. I feel like as if I've been caged to just doing construction and always looking for construction videos and here and there. And I remember when I wanted to start YouTube, those original subscribers, those 10-20 original subscribers, the first few subscribers who came to this channel, know that I was not the construction guy. I even started construction through this channel by sharing a project that was undertaking as I was beginning this channel. And I've always felt like I have a gap or there is something missing. Hopefully some people can hear me. If you are online at the moment, if you can hear me, please, I will really appreciate someone just saying hey, thank you. I really appreciate if someone can hear me and comment. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. So as I was saying, on the first live stream just went ilikata. Yeah, I'm still running something here and there. Where is this? I want to delete these. Let's delete kisioni kitu hapa. Our actions. Delete. Thank you. So welcome to my new horizon. So I intend to be doing this often. I don't know how, I don't know when specifically, but I intend to be doing this often. So if you're joining in this, as I was saying, I think YouTube has somehow put me in a corner because I was running for views. I was always nakimbilia views, nataka kupata more views and more views, until I somehow forgot who what made me even start this journey about 2.5 years ago. It has been 2.5 years. I started 2022 November. And I think I somehow forgot along the way, and life took its course. Now I just want to do this in a new way. If you can hear me, or you can just go, hi, this is Ackerman Kennels. Hi, hello. Thank you for joining. Just comment whether you can hear me. So as I was saying, I feel like I was trapped into a corner on construction. And even if you've watched my videos on construction, I always talk about cost. I'm either talking about cost, whether you get your money back, whether you're getting your costs, whether you're getting the benefit of the cost. My main issue, those who follow me on X know this, I love talking about expenses, or the financial part of construction is what really drives me. It's what I like most. So I've realized that when I'm doing house visits, which I will also be doing. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ackerman Kennels. So which is something that I also be doing. I've realized that it's as if I've been pushed in a certain corner, and I've not been really happy. Thank you, Kick Tune. You're loud and clear. This is my first time using this software that I'm using for the live. It's something sijatumia tena, and I think it's when you're trying new stuff, you don't know. Like I've tried it twice today, Yeah, during the day ikakataa, I had to go back to run about it, and then ikarudi tena ikakataa tena. Now I'm back. I think I've cracked it. I've cracked it. So as I was saying, I feel like I've always been thrown into a corner on YouTube, and I feel like what drove me starting YouTube ni kama sifanyi, it's as if I'm not doing it. So and if I go to that route, which has been successful, by the way, I'm not saying it has not been successful. Anytime I go do those videos, they are successful, but something has been missing. Ile tu na feel gap, and then I realize I'm almost 40. Sahi I'm 35. So sahi I got to 35 this year, February this year. So I'm 35, and then I realized that if I continue that route, I only have like 5 years. You know, you hear life begins at 40. You have you have to do things by 40, so that at least by 40 sasa you are just thinking about your family. You don't have time to experiment. Hauna time ya experiment stuff na vitu mingi. You see? So I have like 5 years to experiment and do what I already want before tuanze kupata familia na nini na vitu kama hizo. So anyone joining, thank you. This is my new chapter, this is my new horizon. I'll be doing live streams talking about topics that interest me, and what interests me is the cost of construction. Are you getting value for your money when you're building? That's one thing. I love talking about business. I've done business since 2007, small time businesses. 2007 to 2008 I was just a hustler here and there. 2009 up to today I've done big businesses, some which were very few that were successful, and some that were catastrophic. Very huge losses I've experienced, very huge losses. So the reason why I want to do this, I feel like that thank you Debra. I feel like that part of me has not been haijashikwa vizuri, sijaweza execute vizuri. So I'll be doing some live streams here and here. I think I will fall in a schedule by tomorrow. I will share the live that I do tomorrow. I will share my schedule from there. So this was a trial, trying to run this software, but tutafanya kitu. So with that, yeah, welcome to my new horizon. So I found this video somewhere. Yeah, it's by a YouTuber who is called Woon Odidi. Yeah, I think you have ever seen this YouTuber somewhere. If you have seen this YouTuber, he's called Woon Odidi, and it's let me go back to his the Kakamega showstopper. Let me refresh it at least to one. You see what I'm speaking of. So I saw this video he shared today. Yeah, this video here, it's 23 hours old, the Kakamega showstopper, and I think it's I've not watched, I just watched it a few minutes, kasema it will be my first reaction, so we shall watch together. I put it on a few kwa speed kidogo, and then we react. I want to react as Miano. Okay, I want to react as Miano. Who Miano is, raw reaction as Miano. I think I want to try. I also try to guess the cost of that house. Yeah, this guy does videos. He is a diaspora. He does videos about construction also. Yeah, and he speaks about buying homes, building as a diaspora. Yeah, so and I think this house is a diaspora. But let's watch it, and then we can react on it.
Here, joining you from Kakamega. Excuse me, good morning guys. If you have no idea where Kakamega is, this is a beautiful county right next to Karateng. Today I'm at a different place. I came to visit a good friend of mine who has done an incredible job, as you can see. They are a big family and they've done some really wonderful place with their old folks home. So what's actually interesting in this property is that they live here. So in the middle here is the main house, and then on the side here is their old parents' home. Now the parents are
okay, that's nice.
Wow. Long past, and so they've really sectioned off this property and done an incredible job. And I'm gonna
That's nice. That's nice. But they, especially if, like me, I live with my mom. Eh? The reason why, but we don't live in the same. We live in the same compound, different homes. Eh? The reason why is, she, I can't really separate myself with her, really, because sasa utamwacha peke yako na mimi I'm not employed, I'm just a business person, so because I am that flexible, I prefer living near my mom, yeah, which most people, at least you can take care of your parents at that time, and now umesikia hao wameshaenda, so it's a good idea that when you're building and you have some parents somewhere and you can live near them, ishi nao mother.
tell you all about it. But before we do that, please feel free to subscribe. If you enjoy the content that we share, we encourage you to subscribe. So today, I've done a few series on...
hata hapa mkumbuke kusubscribe. Any new person mwenye haja subscribe, remember to subscribe there.
When their parents pass on. I've posted at least 2 videos on that. And when I talk to a friend of mine, she has a very, very different idea of what is possible after the parents pass on. So what they did, they actually built their home right next to the parents' home. As I pointed to you, right, the big one here is their house, and their parents used to live in that house. And since they are all passed, they've decided to convert this property into an incredible home/business property. And I'm going to show you all about it. So join me in Kakamega. Let's walk around, let's take a look, and then we'll have a discussion. All right, guys, let's go. All right, guys, so if you can take a look, I took quite a few shots of this home, and it's almost impossible to package all of this in one video. So I'm probably going to do maybe 2 or 3 videos because, trust me.
So this, I think these are 3-bedroom bungalow, and these are mansionette. For this mansionette, just for up to this point, let me show you what I mean. So up to this point, what is it's an advert banner. Okay, let's
and as you can see,
let's go back. I wanted to talk about the mansionette itself. So if you can see this mansionette here, you see this part.
is amazing. And as you can see, it's actually on a hill, and they call it Kate's Heaven. So if you're looking for maybe some kind of a short-term rental or B&B type of situation, this is one of the perfect places to check out in Kakamega. It's really located about 5 minutes from CBD, maybe 5 or even less. And the one thing I loved about this place is that you walk in and it feels like you're home. It's not a very big...
Najua amesema ni Airbnb, so you can check whether we check later. Let's continue.
It feels like you're literally home. So I'm going to walk with you through the entire interior, and in one of my subsequent videos, I'll take you outside so you can see how they've done some really good landscaping. Because it's on a hill and there's some really beautiful rocks outside the property. And so what they've done is that they've sort of sectioned it off so that it's stepping from one level to another with very good grass, very good plants. And they partitioned it in such a way that on the top part, you have the old parents' house, which is what we are walking through right now. And in the middle section is their primary residence. And then down below, you have another section for other short-term rentals.
Sorry for the sound, guys. Sorry. I didn't know. It's okay now? Is the sound okay now? Sorry for that.
And then at the back, at the very bottom of the hill, you have this organic garden. I'm telling you, I was so inspired walking through this friend's house. Because typically, I've visited so many friends, and many of them have homes that were built for their parents. And those homes, after people pass, people do different things. I've seen one of my friends who turned their old folks into a library and a community center. And you have to check my channel to see that. I've seen another friend of mine who, after their parents passed, they simply decided to demolish the whole thing and do something with it.
But these houses modest finishes. I won't call them basic finishes. They are modest finishes, standard finishes. When you're building a house in Kenya today, these are the expected finishes in Kenya, the standard today. These are good finishes, and going by square meters, these will cost you about 35 to 40k. or thereabout per square meter. This is on the higher end because it's a slab, because you're talking of nyumba iko na stairs. I always say if you're building a house with stairs, don't expect it to be cheap. And yeah, okay, I know I'm getting out of topic or what one is talking about, which is, but it's interesting. You find like my grandmother's home has been empty for over 11-12 years since she passed on. Yeah? So you can imagine, and most people always look for something.
And for us right now, both of my grandparents are dead, and their home is still there. There's still some sentimental value to keeping it. So I think folks have different options when it comes to some of these homes that are really well built. If you look at this home, you'd think that somebody still lives in here. Yes, the parents are gone, but when you're walking through it, it feels like somebody lives in here. And honestly speaking, this is the cleanest B&B I've seen around.
Nah, and I think this is plastered. This is plastered. I'm pretty sure this is plastered was. Ni design ya mawe wameweka. I'm pretty sure it looks plastered for me.
More closer within Africa. So this segment where their older parents used to live has been turned into a very beautiful, very clean B&B. And so for people who have these kinds of homes and you're thinking about what to do with these homes, I think this is a perfect idea. Where within the same property, you have your parents' home, you have your home, then you have the organic garden on the other end. Very accessible, very affordable. So if you want to get a hold of them, I'm going to post their number on the description section below. Anybody who is anywhere near Kakamega, this is literally 5 minutes from CBD. This is some really cozy place that you can check out. But nonetheless, as I said, we build very beautiful structures in the village. And at some point, people go...
It's not happening in my YouTube, man. What is not happening? Am I live? Guys, am I live? Please someone comment. I think my YouTube has an issue today. What is not happening? What is not happening? Can someone please comment whether I'm live? What is not happening? Okay. This is something. Please, someone comment whether I'm live. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, something wrong with my. Nitaiva. Trust me. Nitaiva. I'll be good.
Old people die. A long time ago, we used to build temporary homes made of mud and grass thatch. And for the most part, we had this tradition that when the owners die, the homes are demolished.
Huku kwetu tulikuwa tunaunda za mbao. Yeah, my grandparents walikuwa na za mbao. You know, it always depends. I don't think I've seen a mud house in this area for my lifetime. Umeona? Huko kwetu. I don't think I've seen a mud house. Yeah.
The place is turned into maybe a shamba or something like that. But because nowadays we do something different, like this here, obviously you're not going to demolish this, or whatever you choose to do with it, you want to make sure that at least it's well maintained. I've seen a few places.
Guys, what do you think about the Airbnb business, and who has tried it? Because it always depends. I was thinking of having an Airbnb in my grandmother's home. Yeah, it was a timber home, so we have to do that and build some new structures. And then I realized my location is so interior. The ROI ingekuwa chini sana. Even getting 20% ama I guess per weekend would be yani tulipiga tu hesabu my location, I don't have any advantage like ati niko na mto ama anything. Nikarealize it ingekuwa, and I'm not near a town like Kakamega. By the way, if you are near a big city, yeah, that's an advantage. So nikarealize building an Airbnb there would have been ingekuwa too waste of money and resources. So nikaamua wacha hiyo dream kwanza ikae, tuiweke tu hapo for now.
This is where after folks die, the places are really run down, because when there's nobody living in there, it only takes a matter of a couple of weeks or months, and then nature begins to reclaim what belongs to it. You find plants starting to grow along the walls, mold, then the roof falls apart. Next thing you know, this entire place just becomes something else. And so I think the ideas of what we can do with
And what, by the way, what is the reason? What is the reason why houses degrade after they are no longer in being used? CJ, they were, by the way, the moment at if you own a house and you don't rent it out or use it or have someone living in it, somehow if you leave it and come back, utapata it's in a very bad state. I have never understood that, but the moment it's being used, it ina maintain, kitu itakuwa unafanya tu ni kupaka karangi, vitu kama hizo. I've never understood that, or what happens there
with these old people homes are unlimited. So this is one idea that I'm really tempted to borrow in the future when we get there. I'd be curious to see what do you guys do with your old folks homes, for those of you who do no longer
ameweka hii hot shower ya oh, wow. Okay
have their parents or have their grandparents. I'd be curious to see what other ideas are out there, because like in our case, we actually had a similar one, but not my parents' house. It was my brother's old Simba. So what we decided to do is just buy books, put in there, and then when school closed, we pay primary school teachers to come and teach kids. And it was an incredible success, because on day one, we had more kids than we could actually accommodate in that small space. So that worked out too well until COVID hit. So a few things changed, but also unfortunately, we also ran into some community issues, because there are people who thought that we started the project to make money using them. You know, the village can be complicated in some ways. There are people who cannot believe that you can take your own money to help their children with zero expectations. All we wanted was to give these kids an opportunity to come learn, because a lot of kids around us who come from families that economically life is still tough have very few opportunities to access education. And so we decided that instead of just paying for school fees, we want these kids to be engaged. So we turned my brother's old Simba into a library, and also a space where the kids can come and be
That's nice. Wow, that's nice.
taught. So we did that. It was wonderful. Kids came, but unfortunately, the kids, especially some of my relatives' kids, just decided not to come, because at some point they decided that apparently there was some white people money that they thought we were getting to support the project.
There is always that I've seen charities by this nakapitianga, especially if you are doing it out of a good heart. I saw a lady here in my town, same situation. Amekuja ameanza kupreachia watu, and then one day some wakapata watu wa mjengo inaitangwa base, watu wa base ama labor, yeah, those bases are called labor. So that lady would go there every morning, preach for them, and then go back, Monday to Friday, and it became a routine for almost 6 months. And then now some pastors realized, hapa kuna watu, wakaanza kuenda hapo. Genuinely, it was out of good heart, anaongelesha vijana na waprichia and shit. And then pastors joined in, and then one day some guys came with a camera. Wakaanza kuwapiga picha. hiyo kitu iliishia hapo. Like, I'm telling you, what she has said, those guys, that's what the sentiment. Okay, in Kikuyu waliweza kusema ashobara tuhura bisha magatuendie, like they are taking our photos for them to sell us. That was the reason why that thing ended like that, and there was no coming back from that. So that's true. That's very true.
Because that much, the teachers were getting maybe, I would think, like 300, 500 shillings a day, which in the grand scheme of things isn't too bad. So again, the things we can do with these homes are unlimited. So welcome to Kids Heaven in Kakamega. If you ever need a place to stay, they have this space here, but there's another one that I'm going to show you in the next video. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one.
It was a very short video, and I think the only thing about cost I can come up with is through the initial thank you. I've just gone to the right frame. Yeah, it's here. And I think this 3-bedroom here, going with what we have seen on the tour, because he has just done the tour, the 3-bedroom here, I think that would cost about, in today's money, is about 120 to 150 square meters. And I think it is almost 150. And I think it will cost about, today, in today's money, not 4.5 M to 5. 4.5 to 5 M. especially consider you've seen the finishes, the good finishes, you've seen those showers, the plumbing itself in this house is very expensive. Usidharau uto tu water heater umeona hapo. So the costs there, and then we go in the mansionette. Now this where now you can see it has a garage. I assume it's a 4-bed or 5-bed. Yeah, 4-bed or 5-bed. So even without calculating the landscaping, this is more than 8M. This house and this house, I give them 12, about 12 to 14M, both the way they are. And then you do the landscaping, unaona kuna structures mingi. This the wall itself, this is a huge investment. Chances are the owner has invested over 20M in this. Yeah, more than 20 plus. Hata 25 inaweza fika. Clean 20 to 25M just for what you can see. Yeah, for the houses, for the 2 houses that as they are, please, you can correct me whether I'm wrong. You can give yourself some, you can give me some estimates, but the reason why I'm going on the high end, on the higher side, is look at the roofing. This is Decra. Yeah? Look at the landscaping, awesome landscaping. Look at the finishes that they have gone with. High end finishes. So ukihesabu mpaka furniture nyumba na nini, hapa tunaongea 25. Ka 25 clean. Wow, for Airbnb na uishi hapa. Anyway, sasa that's all right. That's okay. Yeah, it all depends. It all depends with your capacity and that. So I've been in, by the way, talking to a camera is hard. Sometimes unaanza, you have a point to make and then you somehow forget it. And I had some points somewhere written I wanted to talk today.